Hi, welcome everybody. It's Jason Barlow, Life Therapeutic Massage. This week I'm going to focus in on this area of the skull and head. In particular, what I wanted to draw to your attention, we've been talking in the past couple of weeks about breathing and specific types of posture that are adopted as a consequence of faulty breathing. So if you remember, certain muscles along the side of the neck we tend to use for breathing when we don't have to, and when these tighten up through those number of breaths, if you remember it's about 25,000 repetitions every day, what it does eventually is it pulls that head forward. Okay, so we get this drag forward of the head. I'm going to bring this guy in a little bit closer so you can see real accurately. So if I hold up here, this is what's happening. You see how it puts all that undue pressure and stress through all these bones? These are called vertebrae. They're spinal bones. Now you can see there's some red coloration here alongside those bones. This is your vertebral artery, very specific to the neck region. And when the head is compromised in terms of its posture, you can appreciate how much pressure that must be putting on that vertebral artery. So that's obviously a health consequence in the long run if we don't correct this. In addition, I don't know if you can quite see, if I bring them in real close, these are yellow in color. These are the nerves that emanate from all of the spinal vertebrae down the spine. Once again, focusing here right now, whenever our head is gliding forward, once again, you can appreciate the amount of impingement syndromes, pressure and pain that you can be getting, symptoms that arise through eyeballs, facial region, jaw, down the back of the head, migraines and headaches. We've got numbness and tingling that can come down the arm, all because of the pressure that's being put onto these nerves. Now, you know, you can obviously have traditional chiropractic approaches, you can have massage, which is very much my focus, but ultimately, until you have this alignment addressed, it's going to potentially stay in that fixed posture because very much the muscles have been educated over a long period of time to keep the head in this new position. So how do we go about correcting it? I'm going to show you just one exercise today that can help in repositioning the frame of the head. Now all you'd need, you can do this at your office, you can do it, any wall essentially is going to serve its purpose for you. So what I'm doing here is I'm setting up with my whole body against the wall, and then placing my feet, so I'm stood probably about a foot to foot and a half away from the floor. That's both feet grounded. I've then got my bum, my shoulders, my head against the wall, and then what I'm going to do is simply lift my hips, then I'm going to lift my shoulders, and if you can notice, what I'm doing then is I'm trying to keep my shoulder in line with my hip joint. I'm going to bring the camera around in a moment so you can see a better view, but for now what I'm doing is I'm tucking my chin in slightly, not over flexing, and I'm not in extension. I'm finding that middle point. I've got my chest lifted, my knees are slightly bent, my hips are lifted forward, and then I'm looking down towards my belly button. That's actually going to help recruit the correct muscles that we're trying to get into here. Now from this position, I'm just going to hold it, because what I want to do is I want to retrain all these muscles in my neck to be able to keep me in this posture even when I step away from the exercise. So what I did there was I held it for approximately 10-15 seconds. Ideally, you want to have 3 minutes of total time under tension for the muscles. 3 minutes. So that might be 30 repetitions, 10 seconds each. I beg your pardon, that'd be 18 repetitions times 10 seconds. That'd be 180 seconds, which is 3 minutes of total time. So you do a 10-second hold, you then rest in between for maybe 5 or 10 seconds, and then you repeat that. And when you first do this and you come away from the wall, it may feel as though somebody's really pulling your head back. And that's simply you've just engaged the correct muscles that are going to teach that head and neck area to stay back where it should. Now I'm going to attempt to bring this camera in a little bit closer. Let's see how this works. So you can see at a better angle what this looks like. I'm going to focus in right here. So I'm going to look forward, and I'm lifted. I'm just going to tuck my chin, and I'm casting my eyes down towards my belly button. And hopefully you can see the kind of position that I'm in. And then we rest. So So feel free, if you have any very specific questions about that particular exercise, I can email you a hard copy with some narration on there and some photographs if the angle isn't working for you very well. In the meantime, check in with my e-newsletter, www.lifemassage.ca, and have a fabulous rest of your day.